everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo. Today I am setting up and filling out my 2022 book bracket spread in my reading journal in order to figure out my best book of 2022. I'm sure many others have set up a book bracket in order to find their best read of the year, but I first saw this on Elizabeth's channel from Plant Based Bride, so I will give her the credit and link her 2022 book bracket video down below. My spread is nowhere as aesthetically pleasing as hers, but that's okay with me. While I'm setting up this spread in my journal, I'll just take a second to explain how this book bracket is going to work. We will go back and look at each of the months of the year and decide which of those 5-star reads was my best book of the month. Then those books will go head to head in a matchup to see which one was the best. This will continue on until we have my top 3 books of the year, at which point I will need to pick one. Let's start filling out the spread. Alrighty, so we are going to fill this in by just going back, looking at each of the months, figuring out what 5 stars I had that month, and picking the best book each month. So let's start with January. Looks like I read 9 books in January. 2 of them 5 stars, The Love Hypothesis and The House in the Cerulean Sea. And so we're going to say The House in the Cerulean Sea was my best book in January. I have to write pretty small here, so sorry about that. Let's go. Oof, I have eraser shavings everywhere. Okay, let's go to February. 10 books read, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stars. So Self-Help by Miranda Sings. Shout out Colleen Ballinger. And then we've got Chasing Vermeer and The Most Fun We Ever Had. I think I will choose The Most Fun We Ever Had by Claire Lombardo. Moving on to March. Another 10 books. Oh, this was Heartstopper month. So, Heartstopper wins. In March. Heartstopper is a wonderful graphic novel series by Alice Oseman. If you haven't read it yet, go get it now. Okay, April. Nope, that's May. Where's April? April. Here it is, 8 books. Oh, this was my month that had no 5 stars. Very sad, but it looks like I have 1 4.5 star, which was A Little Hope by Ethan Joella. So, I guess, whatever was up against Heartstopper. Poor you, A Little Hope. Okay, going on to May. That's June. May. Looks like we've got only 1 5-star read, and it was Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds. Middle grade, written in verse. So that is our winner for May. Let's go to June. Sorry if this is a lot of flipping back and forth for you. You're getting a sneak peek at my reading journal flip through, which I will post, I think, next week. But you're getting a sneak peek. Okay, June was the book I read the most, or the month I read the most books at 17. But I don't think there were many 5 stars, and all my books are all over the place. So we've got The Bodyguard. Let's see. Amari and the Night Brothers, that's a contender. Loveless by Alice Oseman. Will she make it on the list twice? The Bodyguard by Catherine Center is so good. I think I might choose that one. Is this the first romance? Well, besides Heartstopper. This is kind of the first romance on the list. So we're going to choose The Bodyguard for June. Okay, jumping over to July. Oh, July was a good month. 3 5-stars. What were they? The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And what's this one? Oh yeah, Signal Moon by Kate Quinn. I think because I've said that it would make it to some of the top lists for like my favorite book of all time, I am going to do The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Mary Ann Schaefer and Annie Barrows. But I'm just going to write Guernsey in for July. August. Let's see. We have 2 5-star reads. Night Road by Kristen Hanna and Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. I'm going to choose Firekeeper's Daughter. Love you, Kristen Hanna, but this one, Firekeeper's Daughter, was really, really good. A mystery set on the Ojibwe colony. So yeah, super good. Okay, September. Did a bunch of readathons in September, I remember. I read 14 books. Let's see. Sea Prayer was a 5-star. The Remarkable Journey of Coyote Sunrise by Dan Gemeinhart was a 5-star. The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. That one was really good. And Carrie Soto is Back. Okay, I think we're going to put a middle grade on the list with The War That Saved My Life. All right, going to October. October was Ketchup-a-thon and a bad reading month because I did not have any 5-star reads. So my 4-star reads were Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon, Lumberjanes. I'm not going to pick a Lumberjanes, or The Promised Neverland, which is another manga. Don't Cry for Me by Daniel Black. And The Invention of Hugo Cabret. Wow. Just for the way it sticks with me, I'm going to choose Everything, Everything by Nicola Yoon. Okay, we're looking at the last bracket here. November. We've got 2 5-stars. What are they? And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Frederick Bachman. And oh, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. That is, yeah, going on tomorrow. Tomorrow times 3, as I like to call it. Such a good book. If you haven't read that one yet, I recommend it. And then we've got December, only 6 reads, and one of them was a 5-star, so that one is going on. Finlay Donovan is killing it. Finlay. All right, now we're going to go back to the beginning and see who's head to head. See if we can make it to our best book of 2022. Okay, so we've got The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune against The Most Fun We Ever Had by Claire Lombardo. And I have to go with The House in the Cerulean Sea here. Okay, Heartstopper versus A Little Hope. I kind of already foreshadowed that this one was going to be Heartstopper. No offense, A Little Hope, but that was only a 4-star read, and Heartstopper is phenomenal. Okay, moving on to Long Way Down versus The Bodyguard. Wow, very different. Long Way Down is a speculative look at gun violence in America and a black boy's journey struggling with
his brother being killed, and wow, against the bodyguard, which is a fun romance. I think I am going to choose the bodyguard. Nothing against Long Way Down, but out of the two, I think I would pick up the bodyguard again over Long Way Down. That makes me feel bad. Okay, here we've got the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society against Firekeeper's Daughter. Again, very different. This is a historical fiction about World War II, and this is contemporary about drug issues on Indigenous land. So I think I have to pick Guernsey. I just... something about historical fiction for me, it's like my go-to, always a win for me usually, and especially World War II. So, plus I really like epistolary novels. I found that out this year. They make me read and really enjoy reading. So I'm choosing Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. Here we've got The War That Saved My Life against Everything Everything. Again, October, that was a 4-star read, so I'm going to choose The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubaker Bradley. That is a hard one to say. Okay, then we've got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow versus Finlay Donovan is Killing It. Finlay Donovan is Killing It is so fun and comedic and suspenseful, but Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, the story is overarching and follows these two friends over their entire lives, and what a video game can do for these two friends, and it just means a lot to me. So I am choosing Tomorrow times 3. Okay, my bracket is really hard to read. I didn't think much when I set this up, but okay, we've got The House on the Cerulean Sea against Heartstopper. Wow, this is gonna get difficult, isn't it? Okay, so I have to choose Heartstopper. It might be my best book. Who knows if it'll win. Okay, then we've got The Bodyguard versus Guernsey. I'm gonna pick Guernsey just for the same reasons it be over Firekeeper's Daughter. It's just World War II, historical fiction, epistolary. It's a classic for me. And then we've got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow against The War That Saved My Life. And I'm gonna go ahead, and that one was an easy one. Tomorrow times 3 is going in. Okay, wow, this is gonna be really difficult. So this is a 3-way match because 12 isn't a nice round number for brackets, but we've got Heartstopper. This is all 4 volumes, let's be real, by Alice Oseman. We've got The Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society by Annie Barrows and Marianne Schaefer. And we've got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. What is my best book of 2022? Wow. I'm trying to think, like, what qualities am I thinking about for these books? And I'm thinking about its lasting effect in my brain, it's the story, and all of them. I could tell you basically everything that goes on in this story. Heartstopper was so fresh and new and not like anything I'd read before. I ate it up on Webtoons before I bought the books. I literally read all 4 volumes in 2 days. So that was crazy. Guernsey, just the atmosphere of the island that this group of friends is on, and the way that they're able to create friendship out of their fake literary society, but then making it a real literary society. Oh, it's just so good and wholesome. And then I already have talked about Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. Such a great contemporary look at a friendship that spans decades. I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys. I feel pulled to do this one because it was written this year and it was the book of the year from Book of the Month. Guernsey is obviously much older. I think it came out in 2013. Doesn't mean it can't be my best book of the year, though. Okay, guys, I'm getting out of color. I think I know what I'm gonna do. Here we go. You can watch the reveal as I write it. Doesn't even look like a real word anymore after writing it so many times. But I'm choosing Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. It is just such a powerful novel of friendship and love and loss. And that was my best book of 2022. That's exciting. But I mean, I have some really great books in this bracket, and I would highly recommend any of them to any of you. Some great books that I have on this bracket. So let me know down below what your best book of 2022 is. Anybody else have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow as their favorite? Let me know in the comments. It'd be great to have some bookish conversation with you down below. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Like this video on your way out. Consider subscribing to my channel if you would like to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.